The Abarth is gone, the pony's going, I've got new hair, I've got a new job, and I've got a new car. It's time for a fresh start. That's right, I'm back, baby. This video is sponsored by Driven 24/7. That's right, my automotive car brand, where you can now find our new products on our new website, including these double printed mugs, our new double printed hoodies, and some of our other products like these t-shirts have also been reduced on the website. So check out the new website www.driven247.co.uk for our new products, which are our mugs and our hoodies. Hi guys, so it's been a minute since I posted my last YouTube video, and if you're a returning subscriber of the channel, then you may have seen over on the community tab that I posted a post saying that I've taken a bit of time off, but I'm making a comeback, and here is that comeback. So a lot has happened in the time I've been away. Just Driven 24/7 has taken a backseat for around about a month. It's been quite a while since I posted anything on the Driven 24/7 social media pages. Well, there's a few reasons behind that break, and nothing bad, it's all good, and I'm here to explain it all. So this is going to be a talking video, me sitting comfortably, and we're going to talk about what's been happening, where I've gone, and what's to be expected from Driven 24/7 YouTube channel as from now. My voice broke. As from now. A few topics of conversation: the Abarth, the Hyundai pony, my new job, my new car, and the future of me as a person, and this, my Driven 24/7 automotive YouTube channel. I think we'll start with the easiest topic of conversation, and maybe the sort of less interesting as such, which is, well, maybe less interesting for you guys to hear. I mean, I love my new job. So let's talk about my new job opportunity, how that came about, what it is. Let's talk about that first, I guess. This is really quite an odd video for me to film. I'm literally sat here with a camera talking about my life. Not something I've really done before. Yeah, let's just open up to you all, I guess. You guys watch my videos, you give me your time of the day, so I'm going to give you mine. I've been working in the motor trade for a few years now, and obviously, being a petrol head, I love working in the motor trade. I love my jobs that I've had in the motor trade, and I want to progress within the motor trade. Obviously, I do car things as a hobby, buying cars, selling cars when I get bored of them, tinkering with cars, I film cars, I take photos of cars. My life revolves around cars, hence the name Driven 24/7, and actually as I'm filming this video, tomorrow, the 24th of the 7th, is my birthday, and that's where Driven 24/7 came from. It's always good to see what jobs are out there, even if you've got a job. So I was applying for a couple of jobs, it just so happens one of them called me up, and believe it or not, it was a job, my dream job, basically does exist, and this guy was inviting me in for an interview for my dream job, and I couldn't believe it. When I turned up for the interview, while I was sat in my bath, a couple of minutes before I was going to go in for my interview, I was actually approached by someone who said, I actually watch your YouTube videos, what are you here for? And I said, oh, I'm actually here for an interview. And the guy said, wow, like, I like your car videos, I like your Abarth videos, I've got a Fiat, it'd be cool if you work here, good luck for your interview. And when I went in for the interview went really well. I then got introduced to some other people I'd be working with, and again, one of the managers knew me, because he used to work over at the Fiat dealership where I used to do some of the Fiat Abarth videos. So there was a lot of connections happening through the fact that I do YouTube as a hobby. So I was kind of onto a winning sort of situation there, really. Two people knew me, and hopefully they would put in good words and say they knew me. So I was already known or heard of by a couple of people at this dealership where I was having the interview. To cut a long story short, I got offered a job. My job now is a photographer, digital merchandiser it's actually called, which I quite like that name and like a good job title, and I finally got one. I basically take photographs of new and used cars for sale. I then upload them onto the websites where obviously you guys see these cars for sale. You look at the photos and you think that car looks nice in photos, I want to go and see it or buy it in person. So that is my job. And obviously with my hobby as a YouTuber, I'm used to using different cameras, I'm used to taking photos of cars in my own little way, so I already had that sort of experience behind me as a hobby. And so for that hobby to then get me my dream job, the two and two coming together was just yeah, amazing, and I think to the company that I now work for, it was probably a no-brainer. When all that started happening, I decided to take a break from my driven 24/7 online life. I was trying to sort of just focus on that new job, and then a couple of other things started coming in my head that I wanted to sort out. So I think next topic of conversation is probably the big one, and that is the Abarth. Now, I've never lied to you guys. I've had 4 Abarths and they've all been on finance. But when you chop and change cars like me, you get into negative equity. So when you open a new finance on a new car, I was always paying a bit of finance for a car I didn't have, plus the finance I was now paying for the car I did have. I've been through depression before. I've always been open and honest with you guys. That was a good few years ago now. I'm the happiest I've ever been. And thank goodness I didn't go through some of the things I wanted to when I was heavily depressed. And I am still here to now experience the happiness and the true happiness and love I do have from my family and my amazing supportive fiance Martin.
Don't go so close, man.
You introduced me to your world, I introduced you to ours. My world is full of love and fill me lots of cars. Come with me on this journey, let's get my name up in stars. We can make this together because we share each other's hearts. The reason I talk about my depression is because it's easy to make brash decisions when your mind isn't quite thinking straight, hence some of my car purchases in the past. So I've always liked the idea of being finance free. But to be car finance free, you got to stop buying new cars, which is where my flaw has been. And like I said, when I've had depression in the past, and you know, when you're young and naive, like obviously I was when I first got into car finance, so when people keep giving you new stuff or offering you new stuff, it's no one's fault really, it's my own. But when it's like so advertising that you can have this really expensive car but for so and so a month, I just kept getting drawn into that vicious circle of having these new cars so often. Like I said, I was still paying for old cars when I was owning the new cars, and it just got into this one big car financial mistake and mess. I regret it, and that's why I've made the decision I now have. For the Abarth to go, that's been on the cards for quite a while, but the prices have never been right. Before, like about a year ago, I would have had to have paid for the privilege of the Abarth going. Yeah, we can have the Abarth, but you owe us £3,000 because the figures were never matched up. The Abarth has gone, and the price was finally right, and I actually got a tiny little bit in my pocket for selling the Abarth. That finance, that money's now not going to be coming out of my bank account. I obviously have a place to pay for, food, bills, boring adult things. So I thought, right, now the figures match up, it's time to get out of this whole car finance situation. And for the first time in probably around 8 or 9 years, I'm out of car finance. The Abarth's been paid off, is gone. And although I will miss that car, I've had my time with the brand. I've had 4 Abarths. I'm a petrol head at heart, and I don't think I could really say I'm a true petrol head if I'm not willing to experience other cars than the Abarths. You know, okay, I've always had my second cars, the Honda Civic, the Hyundai Pony. The Abarth being a commitment for a good couple of years, that Abarth is stopping me from having or owning cheaper cars that I can buy outright, and if I get bored then I just sell them and I get the cash back and buy something else. I'm only young, I do want to experience so many cars, and having that tie on the Abarth will stop me from doing that. And I can't call myself a proper true petrol head if all I own for the rest of my life is just Abarths, because I'm not seeing what other brands have to offer if I'm just going with the same car all the time. So that particular week, I was selling the Abarth and starting my new job, and obviously I couldn't just sell the Abarth. I had a private plate on. I had to take the private plate off, wait for the original plate to then be put on the vehicle. I had to hope that would come in time in order for me to sell my vehicle, and it was a lot of stress, plus starting my new job. But my parents still have their Abarth. I went out in it yesterday. So do I miss that Abarth? No. You know, that was the first Abarth I've ever modified. We had that bond with the car. I loved the mods I did. Of course, if money wasn't a thing, I would have done a hell of a lot more, but money is a thing. You know, I don't live with my parents. I don't have that money where I can just keep chucking it aimlessly at a car, which would have been what I'd liked. And all the bath videos on my YouTube channel always did so well. Bath modification videos always did so well, but those mods cost me, and when I'm modifying the Abarth, I'm not getting that money back with that YouTube money isn't paying for those mods. So although I've always done the mods for me, I've obviously put them in the video for you, but then YouTube doesn't pay me for that video and the mod. Do you see what I mean? And I have to make decisions based on my own personal life. I don't make these decisions because of YouTube. I know that you guys love the Abarth and you're mainly here for the Abarth videos. But like I said, if I go into other car brands, I might be able to gain more subscribers because I've got a more popular car where more people are watching videos on this certain car. So I do what I do regardless of YouTube. YouTube is a big hobby of mine and it's gonna be now. I'm back into it again. So I do care what you guys think, but I've also done this decision based on my own personal life and personal thinking. So I am coming back. I have got another car. I want to be able to experience other cars and not just be tied into one brand. I want to keep growing within myself, within this YouTube stuff. For that to happen, I need to cut my ties with the Abarth. And like I said, my parents have still got theirs. I've met some great people. I was never attending the Abarth meets as much as other people, and I sort of decided that I like doing my own little thing. Like, I like socialising, but I sort of like being myself, and if I go to meets, then I go to meets, and if I don't, then I'm just out in the driveway filming my cars, and I'm filming stuff for you guys on my little internet friends. Yeah, I'm not all about car meets, and hence why I never really went to many with the Abarth. Hence why I don't really plan on going to many either this year, really. I might go to some of my parents and their Abarth. I'm still part of the Abarth world. I know a lot about the cars. I still have people messaging me on Instagram about Abarth advice, which is fine. You can ask me about Abarths. I know them. I'm glad the Abarth's gone. The main thing is I'm out of car finance, and that was the whole aim of the Abarth going. So the negative thing is the Abarth's gone, but the positive outweighs the negative in this situation. We all know, guys, that the Abarths are a very niche market. So maybe going into another brand where more people own this type of car, like I said, it might draw in more views because I'm going into another brand that has more of a following than the Abarth. So this could help me out for YouTube. If it doesn't, I'm just doing my own thing anyway. I'm still going to film videos regardless of the views and YouTuber subscriber count. But yeah, it would be nice if my new car brings in more people to the channel, because I'm a versatile woman. I'm not just about one car brand. I've always said that, although I've mainly owned one type of car. I'm about all cars, hence why now is my time to start owning some other makes and models of cars and start making some different videos that you obviously haven't seen before from the car I've now bought. It's time for a fresh start for me, for my personal life, and for Driven 24/7. Then we come on to the rare Hyundai Pony. Now that was my last video that I filmed. Click on the card above. When I bought that car, it had a misfire. We obviously filmed my dad servicing it. Now in the video, my dad said one of the spark plugs he pulled out was actually a bit loose. May have just been something like the spark plug being loose. Obviously we gave the car new spark plugs as a service, blah blah blah. Since then, touch wood, touching a wooden table next to me, the Hyundai hasn't misfired. So I think either that loose spark plug was causing the issue, or it was just due to the fact that it needed a good service. And I think anyway the car really benefited from the service. No misfire issues since my dad has serviced the car, so thank you, Dad. So the Pony is actually sold and it's actually being collected later on today. Reasons behind that is when the Abarth went, that was my only car. I want something to replace the Pony and I don't need two cars. The money I can get back from the Pony, I can buy something else and I can just have one car. Very sensible of me, right? So my job's only about 10 minutes away. For the price of what I was paying for that Abarth a month, I could probably have 2 or 3 used 90s cars or whatever on the road for the price of what I was paying for that Abarth a month. So that's 2 or 3 cars I can have in replace of that Abarth finance payment I was paying a month. So now the misfire is sorted on the Pony. I've also been using that as my only car because the Abarth is gone and I was left with my old Hyundai Pony. Obviously I knew how old the Pony was when I bought it, but it's just too old for me. Like, you know, it's got no power steering, it's got the whole manual choke thing. I can't really listen to music loud. I'm really into my music and driving. I can't listen to that because I'm too busy listening to when pulling in and out the choke, or I'm just very on edge driving that car. It's a very heavily driving car, if that makes sense. Because it is so rare, you know, I don't want to modify it like I sort of initially thought I would, and hopefully guys you'll be happy with that. The car obviously did need a bit of work. Obviously we have done the servicing bits. I want a bit of a cooler car than that, I suppose I'm saying. I just want a normal car. The Pony is a rare car, which is cool, but it also makes the parts hard to find. I don't want to modify it because it is such a rare car. I just want a normal car which is nice to drive at, has the luxury of power steering and no choke. And yeah, that can now go on to its new owner tonight. I've actually bought the Abarth and Hyundai Pony. I've already bought a car to replace both those cars, and it's outside, and that'll be in the next video you'll see on my channel. But not having car finance, like I said, just gives me the chance to own lots of old cars that I can buy with cash. If I don't like one of these cars I've bought, I just sell it. There's no finance. I don't have to keep the car for 2 years and then lose money then. I can just sell it, cut my losses and buy something else, and I can have as many of these cars as I want because they're all cash bought. So that's the idea. I've only got, well, the pony's still here, but I'm only going to have one car for the time being, and all my money and time and effort is going into this one car because it's so nice. Yeah, that's basically going to be revealed to you shortly after this video. So please comment in the comment section if you've made it this far to the video. I thank you for your time. A lot has happened. It's been nice to have the break away from the whole driven 24/7 and get settled into my job, get over the whole Abarth selling thing, because that was, like I said, a bit of a complicated process. Obviously I've been busy trying to sell the pony, and I've been busy trying to look for one car to replace the 2 cars that I did have. So a lot has gone on. I've finally had a haircut. We're back, and we're back with a fresh new start for the driven 24/7. I'm excited. I'm not one person to just stick with the norm, which to me has been Abarth. I'm a true petrol head at heart, and for that to show, I need to get into other makes and models of cars and experience what else is out there, because there's more to the world of cars than Abarths. And I'm excited for that, and my new car is totally different. Never owned it before. They are a popular car within their own right. Hopefully, like I say, if this new car brings in new viewers, new subscribers, then we're on to a winner. If not, I'm still going to make these videos regardless, because it's my hobby and my passion, and I suppose I do these for a little video diary for myself in a couple of years time or whatever, that I can look back and watch these videos. Just a talking video explaining the title of this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments, are you happy the Abarth's gone? Do you agree with me that it's time for me to experience all the other cars the world has to offer? Are you sad the pony's gone? I am a bit sad, but I don't need 2 cars. I'm trying to be sensible, and sensible is, yeah, where it's at the moment. I'll see you in another video, which is going to be followed shortly by this video, because I just want to get the car out there and get filming this new car. The new car has brought back my love for YouTube, so you can thank this new car when I show you it. Let's get back to this whole YouTube stuff, I guess. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support and watching this. The decisions I've done is for me in my life and to better myself, but cars is still me 24/7, hence why everything I do is for cars. Sad but true. So I'll see you in another video, guys. I'm waffling. See you later. Bye.